you ready for the vinyl countdown?
Hey you guys, welcome back to the Vinyl Countdown. I'm Peaches, what's up? Oh, go juice. Alright, what do we got on the Vinyl Countdown this week, you guys? We got two things for you, alright? The first one, we went out and scored a little bit for Mr. and Mrs. Peaches. And then the second thing, we went out and scored for one of our viewers, one of our friends here on the Vinyl Countdown this weekend, and totally hooked him up. Alright, so without further ado, you guys, let's get into this episode of the Vinyl Countdown. Alright, what did Mr. and Mrs. Peaches score for themselves on Friday night? Alright, well, we have, let's see here. Ooh, how about this one? Soft Cell, you guys. Check this out. Yeah, this has that totally infamous tune on it, you guys. Tainted Love. Right there on the backside. Oh, Tainted Love, you guys. That is an iconic 80s hit. And we got the inner sleeve right there. Front, back. And then we got basically the same label that Madonna was on for a long time. Pretty sweet. And then, you know, not too big of a deal, you guys. Just some nice, cool, iconic 80s pop tunes for sure. Here's another one, you guys. You're going to remember this one. Kim Wilde. Woo! Look at that. In the Shrink hype sticker. $1986. Oh, what's on here? You guys. What was the big hit? Oh, You Keep Me Hanging On. I haven't had enough coffee this morning yet. I'm like, yeah, you Keep Me Hanging On. That was a totally huge 80s hit, you guys. And here it is, right in front of our face. Never seen this one in the wild. It's got like a clear inner sleeve, and then you got the rainbow, for sure. Totally awesome score. I love that song. You just keep me hanging on. Alright, and then what else did we find? We only got a couple here more, you guys. Or a couple here. We found a couple of blind buys from Canada. Orphan? You guys know them? Basically just hard rock from the mid-80s. Orphan. Supposed to be a band from Canada. When we listen to it, it's like some nice middle-of-the-road hard rock from the 80s. And then here's another one called Pretty Rough. Once again, from what we know, it's another 80s hard rock band. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, there they are. I don't have any idea what their hits were. I don't know how popular they were in Canada, either one of these bands, you guys. But we just thought we'd pick them up. They were super cheap, and it was like a fun little blind buy. And usually with Canadian stuff, you can't really go wrong. It's usually pretty good. All right, and then I think we picked this up for someone else, and I don't know who it is right now. But it's certainly not for us. I know that. The Gym Blossoms. No, not me. I think this is for somebody else. I can't remember though who we got it for. Yeah, you know the Gym Blossoms. Look at, there's the lineup on the back. Yeah, I think this is a reissue of their original. Alright, you guys. Here's the second deal. I can't tell you how much fun it is and how awesome it is to go out into the wild and hook up people that you know, your friends. Find awesome treasures for them. You know, so here's the deal. you know, we had just got done doing a little shopping for ourselves Friday night, and we got contacted by Nathan. I don't know, if you know, if all you guys know Nathan, but Nathan is a guy that we met a while back, and he's a viewer of our channel, and he's a viewer of quite a few other channels in the music community, and he loves to participate and have fun. He loves sending people packages too. I mean, when we first met Nathan, this is what he sent us, you guys. Yeah. For unlawful carnal knowledge, almost impossible to find in the United States out in the wild. He's from that England area, man. And then he sent us this. Def Leppard, Adrenalize. You cannot find this record in the wild in the United States, period. Period. I've never seen either one of them yet, alright? But this is the kind of stuff that Nathan sent to us out of the kindness of his heart. Well, that's the guy I'm talking about. So Friday night, or Saturday morning early, he contacts us and says, hey Peaches, what would be the chances of you guys finding any of those old horror movies on VHS tape? And I'm like, which one are you talking about? And he goes, I'm really looking for the Nightmare on Elm Street stuff. And I'm like, ooh, I don't know. We don't really ever usually go out and look for VHS tapes. And so I'm like, well, here's the deal. I know VHS tapes are super common around here. You can find them just about anywhere at like garage sales, antiques malls, thrift stores, anything, anywhere you can find VHS tapes. But I told him as far as the horror movies are concerned, I have no idea, and especially Nightmare on Elm Street. So we went out Saturday morning, Mrs. Peaches and I, we decided, hey, we're going to go out and take the day for Nathan, and we're going to go out and try to score him some of these Nightmare on Elm Street VHS tapes from way back in the 80s. So we went out and we checked out a few of our lairs, a few of our holes, you know, where we usually can look for stuff and stuff we've seen in the past. And I'm telling you guys, it was a total failure. We could not find anything. We went to one store that had a few boxes of them. There was no horror movies at all. We went to another store that had an entire wall of the store was all VHS, but they had nothing that Nathan was looking for. And so I went up to the front counter and I said, hey, what's the deal with Nightmare on Elm Street? Do you guys have any of that stuff? He goes, absolutely not. Absolutely not. He goes, you guys, those VHS tapes are going for big bucks online if they're in good shape. $20 can be a price on something like that. And I'm like, really? He goes, yeah, if they ever come in the door here, they are gone in a heartbeat. So I'm like, uh-oh, Nathan, I think I bit off more than I can chew. And so we came home that day as total failures and tried to regroup. We're like, where can we find this stuff? So Mrs. Peaches and I did a little brainstorming, made a few phone calls, sent a little text message here and there out, and really tried to find out where exactly we could pinpoint some of these VHS tapes. So Sunday morning, we take off, we hit a couple of our sources, and you guys, we totally scored for Nathan. I got a whole stack of VHS tapes here. I'm just going to briefly show you, go through them really quick, and show you what we found for him. So yeah, Nathan, if you're watching right now, all of this stuff is going to you, man. And I know there's a lot of horror movie enthusiasts out there that are watching my channel right now, for sure. So I'm just gonna start off like this, you guys. How does this sound? We not only found him Nightmare on Elm Street movies, but we found a bunch more because he asked me, he says, well, if you can't find any of those, how about like Friday the 13th or Halloween or anything like that? And still no luck. But on Sunday, you guys, we hit the gold mine. Yeah. So here you go. I'm just going to fly through these. Here's one of the Friday the 13th on VHS. Woo. Jason Takes Manhattan. All right. There's another one, part 2. Woo-hoo. Here's another one. Here's another one still in the shrink, you guys. Friday the 13th. Oh, here's another one, the final chapter. Woo! Part 3. Woo! Still in the shrink. Part 5. Friday the 13th. Ooh, here's another one. What is this one? Jason Lives. Nice. Evil gets an upgrade. Is that what that says? Another Friday the 13th. And then finally for the Friday the 13th series, Jason Goes to Hell. That might be the whole series, you guys. I'm not totally positive on that, but it might be. All right, and then you guys, let's move on to some other ones that he was chosen for. Here's another Halloween Part 2, I think that says. Woo! Still in the shrink. Blockbuster presents Halloween. Woo! Look at that. Oh, here's another one. Look at that hologram, you guys. Whoa! Hologram cover. Sweet! Here's another one. Here's another one. Halloween Part 2. Woo! Here's another one. All right, you guys. That's the Halloween stuff that we found for him. And then I couldn't believe this, you guys. We actually found the stuff that he was totally jonesing for. Look at this. Nightmare on Elm Street. Woo! Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. You guys, this is still sealed. Wow. VHS, you guys. Part 5. Nightmare on Elm Street. Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Alright, you guys. So yeah, I'm telling you, there is nothing like going out and scoring for your friends out in the wild, especially when it works out like that. Well, that's all we got for you this week. Wanted to just show you a couple of cool things, you guys. And we got a couple of VCLTs that went out. I can't wait to see those videos coming up here pretty soon. That's going to be totally awesome. Well, thanks for coming down to this episode of the Vinyl Countdown, you guys. I'm staying toasty warm with the fireplace here, having a little cup of joe, getting on with life, all right? We will catch you guys until the next time.